Today, we're diving into a really powerful legal idea that lets you, well, basically multiply yourself. It's called agency. We're going to break down how you can legally have someone act for you, letting you be in two places at once.
I mean, it sounds like a trick question, right? How can you possibly sign a deal in one city while you're sitting in another? Or negotiate a purchase while you're on vacation halfway across the world? Is it some kind of magic?
Well, you don't need a teleporter or anything like that. Turns out the legal world came up with a really elegant solution to this problem a long, long time ago, and it's a concept that our whole modern world pretty much runs on. And that solution is agency. You can think of it as a legal multiplier. It's a way for one person to give another person the power to act for them. It's what allows you to be in multiple places, doing multiple things, all at the same time.
So, what is agency really? At its heart, it's a legal relationship that's all about trust and authority. One person gives another person the power to step into their shoes and act on their behalf. It's a formal deal that makes it all official.
And that phrase, act in your place, is a really big deal. We're not just talking about asking someone to pick up your dry cleaning. We're talking about them making decisions, signing contracts, and making deals that are just as binding as if you did them yourself. It's a huge transfer of power.
Okay, to really get how this works, we need to meet the two main characters in this story. Let's break it down with a quick, simple scenario. Let's imagine an artist, we'll call her Maria. She's in her studio creating these amazing paintings. The problem is, the best gallery to sell her work is thousands of miles away. She can't be there every day to talk to buyers, so she needs someone there to be her, essentially. And this story perfectly sets up our two key roles. Maria, she's the principal. She's the one who grants the power. The gallery is the agent. That's the one who acts for the principal. That's it. Those are the two players you'll find in every single agency relationship.
But wait a minute, does that mean the gallery has total control? Can it just decide to sell her favorite paintbrush or give her artwork away for free? No way. An agent's power isn't a blank check. There are very strict rules.
See, everything an agent does is controlled by something called the scope of authority. Think of it like a rulebook that the principal, in this case Maria, gives to the agent. It lays out exactly what the agent can, and, just as importantly, cannot do. So if we look at Maria's agreement here, it's super clear. She's authorized the gallery to do things like sell her paintings for more than $1,000 and handle the shipping. But it's also clear what they can't do, accept super low offers, sell her art supplies, or donate her work. The principal is always the one who sets the boundaries.
Okay, so we've got our principal, our agent, and the rules of the game. So what? Why does any of this really matter? Well, the magic is in what happens next, what we call the binding effect. Let's just follow the chain here. Maria gives the gallery authority. The gallery acts within that authority and sells a painting for, say, $1,500. A deal is made with the buyer, and here is the absolute key. That deal, that contract, isn't between the gallery and the buyer. Legally, it's between Maria and the buyer. The agent's actions legally bind the principal.
And that really gets to the core of it, this power to enter into legally binding relationships. When an agent is acting within their authority, they are creating these relationships for you. Their signature effectively becomes your signature. Their agreement is your agreement.
And once you know what you're looking for, you realize agency is absolutely everywhere. Think about it. A real estate agent signing paperwork for a seller, a financial advisor making trades for a client, a lawyer negotiating a settlement, even an employee buying supplies for their company is acting as an agent. It's this invisible force that makes so much of our world work. So let's just boil it all down. First, agency lets someone legally act in your place. Second, you're the principal, which means you're the boss. You set the rules. Third, the agent has to stick to those rules, the scope of authority. And finally, and this is the big one, their actions can create legally binding contracts that affect you directly. So this isn't just some abstract legal idea, right? It's a real practical tool that's probably at play in your own life. Now that you know how powerful it is, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? Who are the agents in your life and what power have you given them?